today we are going to take an overview look at Kasi Gundam. Kasi Gundam is one of the units usually recommended to new players who want something easy to start with. However, do not mistake this as it being weak. It's actually quite strong. This unit is equipped with one of the best main in the entire game, since his beam rifle is accompanied with 2 tracking missiles, which sometimes allow you to down someone from just shooting out one single beam rifle. So that's very strong. It's also quite agile and has all good around armament. If you are interested in picking up this unit or just here to check out the video, feel free to watch to the end to get the full information. So first we'll talk about his main. Every time you shoot out, you get 2 extra missiles. You can see here, and if all of them land like that, you'll get a knockdown. So that's very powerful when you running away from someone. So you might do a lot of back turn shot because it's only take 1 shot. Like if a main hit, sometimes the missile will also connect. So rather than take 3 shots to actually stop someone from approaching you, it's only take 1 shot sometimes. So that's really powerful. You can fast forward into sub. So sub is his funnel missile. So funnel missile is Vernelis. So if you back turn main into funnel missile, you get a fast fall. There you go. So next his CSA is a BR high output. Yeah, BR high output. It's also shoot out the 2 missile as well. So obviously this one is actually free. Like shoot out 2 missile for free rather than consuming 1 main, but it takes some time to charge up. So the CSA is nothing amazing. It's nice as a 2 missile shot out, and it have a strong pushback. So as you can see, like it push you a lot back from the recoil. So here something that I want to talk about real fast is CSB. Is 10 out the assist, but more about this later. Just want to mention that if you combine these 2 together from CSA and CSB, and then main after, you get a fast fall. So if you CSB on angle and main, you get a fast fall. So if you combine these 2 together using the momentum, you get a pretty nice momentum backward. As you can see here, like pretty nice momentum backward. Okay, so more about CSB now is there's 2 versions of them. Take quite a while to charge. Like if you pay attention to the charge slot, it's actually take quite a while to charge. And as you already know, you can fast forward to main on angle. If you back turn, you will not be able to do it. You get stuck. Have to be on angle. In EXVS, I don't think it has to be on angle anymore, but for now we stuck with this. So this is neutral. It's shooting 3 BR. And the side one is a rush assist. It moves kind of slow, but let me do that again. There you go. So it moves kind of slow and it just tackle them, which usually is long enough for you to confirm rip your main or stuff like that after. And yeah, you use that for fast fall. So when you play around, just make sure this unit actually have pretty decent turn rate. So you can actually turn the unit around to be able to fast fall on the correct angle. Like that, or maybe like that. And if you really have to, you can back turn shot into CSA. Like that, back turn shot and then just dash sideways to CSA fast fall. It doesn't look that strong, but this is something that you should implement it onto your play. So always, not always, but most of the time you can charge them out. It helps adding the volume to the map and add a lot more pressure. So be sure to use it. So sub is funnel missile, as we mentioned before. It's best used mid to close range, because if you use really far range, it will not reach. So you know, shoot is in the green range, green lock. You can see it doesn't reach. Charge quite decently fast, so always use them. So here, if you use some close range, it will surround it and then hit. So if you knock them up like that, it doesn't do too much damage unless a lot of them hit, but mostly after you knock them up, you can keep on shooting them or do more stuff to it. So next, special shooting is Mega Beam Cannon. Very good muzzle correction, and the speed of the beams and the startup is quite fast. It's something you shouldn't neglect. Like sometimes when I play Sai for a while, I forgot that this exists, but you have to use it. It helps a lot with damage raise and also help with ammo management to also go into it. So try to ally yourself with them or time them when they're gonna land, punish when they're gonna land. Just make sure to AC and just shoot them. Deal a ton of damage. So special fightings. This is another important thing for Sai, which is Minoski craft mode, which will increase his mobility, make him move a lot faster. And if you're in this mode, you input special fighting one more time, which is BC, you get this flip, and you do sideway, you get sideway, back way, forward. Okay, I'll wait for the mode to reveal real fast before I continue talking. Okay, so the mode is revealed. So when you play side, you want to play very humble at first, like play in mid-range. If someone's gonna make a mistake, you can go in for a punish or do your CSA. But when this Minoski craft mode come up, you can play aggressive, you get really present. Because again, after that, you can actually, after you enter the mode, you can actually BC into sub, then you get a fastball. And it's a really high momentum fastball. Look at this, very fast. Like, it's really hard for people to react to them. Like, and it has a trick that you can just do it on top of their head, like that. It'll be really hard for them to notice where the missile funnel come from. You can also melee as well into BC, which I'll wait for the mode to come up again and I'll show you. There we go. So just use this mode to position yourself for your great advantage. Position yourself really fast and deal as much damage as possible. The missile also will refill when you go into the mode. Right now there's 1, there's 2 in general, but when you flip, there's 3 now. Also the Gerobi also 3. So this is the melee I was talking about. So you can melee and then cancel into melee and stuff like that. So you can like position yourself very close in Gerobi, cancel out Gerobi. Or if you want to do some mix up a little bit, you can CSB to BC sub and you get a mix up fastball. Like that. You get the ball momentum, go left and then right, or do left and right and right, or whatever you want, but it's just mix up the fastball a little bit. So a very powerful option. You have to be careful with run out, because when it run out, it will do that. They will have that stagger. So just get ready to cancel all of it when it's gonna run out. If you're a new player, I wouldn't be worried too much about using this assist, CSB assist, or the BC dash too much. You can just go into the mode and just play normally, but you can slowly add this element to your gameplay as you practice. But for newer player, it's okay just to ignore this for the beginning. Just slowly add it in to get used to it. So for melee, this is neutral melee, so slash 3 times, and you can hold down in between this melee to activate hidden melee. Well, it's not that hidden, but anyway, it's just like a slash up. So you can do that and you get a slash up. There, you want to hold down. So side melee is decently fast. And down melee is straight up into this. PC 8B is okay as well, but it's like the range is good, but it takes a while to do the second hit. So as you can see, it takes quite a bit before the second hit is gonna land. So be careful of that. His 8B though is actually really good. The stab attack, quite fast, and you can actually use that with the BC as well. You can like BC, you can 8BC and stab. You can see it's very fast. So for super, is just a Gerobi that shoot out a lot of missile. You can use it if you like, but be careful because you're stationary. Yeah, be careful because you're stationary and you don't have armor to cover you like easily or something like that. So for burst choice, as you can see, I picked shooting burst. For more casual player or the player who just want to take it easy, shooting burst is definitely a way to go because his main is extremely powerful. So you just people who use more of that, it's just a blessing. And of course, you will reload faster as well, and charge shot will charge faster. So that's a benefit that you can do. And the shooting will do more damage as well. So shooting burst, E-burst, I wouldn't do it unless maybe you play shuffle and you need to use E-burst, but generally not use it. Fighting burst, believe it or not, is not uncommon for this unit. For rush shooter, fighting bursts are not uncommon at all. Some rush shooter will pick a shooting burst because obviously this unit have a decent melee. But mainly that we shoot a fighting burst is so that we can chase the target really fast, because it will give a lot of speed and mobility upgrade while fighting burst active. And if you activate the Minoski craft mode while fighting burst activate, you're like really fast. Like you have a mobility burst in EXVS. And of course, you can after that you can main into melee cancel route as well if you do fighting burst. Okay, let's watch some example replay. So you're partnering with heavy arm EW. It's pretty cool unit, but today we'll be watching the C. So he has CSA to CSB, CSA to shoot, and CSB sideways, and there the main already landed. So charging CSB here, getting those good landing protection. So he have a bit back turn, so not too bad so far though. So he has shot CSB and CSA at the same time there. So into CSB and then like back turn shot sub there to correct the angle, very nice. So there BC backward to sub and now you can use the Minosaki mode to try to position yourself really fast, and like you want to be really close, then you go ahead and do it. It's really hard for them to react in time because the momentum is so fast. So now the more is gonna come out, have to be careful. He stay quite far away when the more is gonna run out, which is a safe way to do it. But you're gonna get out the more close to them. You have to get ready to cancel out the way, so they can Robi land really nicely. So keep using the sub as well as you're playing. So yeah, they have one main landed and the two missile connect just to stop the BL there. Pretty nice. So air stall here. Can he stop the BL? BL able to escape there with me into sub. Fast fall there so far, and they're using the side BC, and then fast fall out, and then nice melee as well here. So he can get Robi landed there and ended the game. So very nice play over from the side. It's pretty simple unit to play. You can try that yourself, and on our channel we have a lot of educational stuff and entertainment stuff, and we also do news and updates as well, so feel free to follow us and give it a try.